Hey guys, C's here. I'm over here with a pen review. I'm going to let you guys know which are my pens of choice. So, you know, throughout the time, we actually tend to be picky about our writing instrument, especially when we work on our calligraphy or basically the way we write. And we want to represent ourselves the best way possible as we can, right? Me personally, I'm not into pens that smear. I'm not into that. I like pens that basically are either a medium point, a fine point, but I'm not really into the type of ink that's a 1.0. And the reason for that is because the ink smears. So these are my three pens of choice. The first one is the Uniball Grip. Okay. What I like about it is that it has like a grip point, as you see right here. This is a 0.7, and what I like about this, it's black ink, and it's also great for signing checks. No one can actually counterfeit the type of ink. This is why I like these type of pens. The Uniball Grip. This is a 0.7. I usually use the 0.7, the 0.5, or the 0.038 are good too if you're looking for a fine writing, refined writing without the smear of the ink. But if you like the thick type of ink, you can get a 1.0, which kind of looks like a fountain medium point. If you don't want the, if you want a thicker ink, but it would smear, so that's the only problem. Okay, this is pen number one, and number two is the big pen, the big four color pen. What I like about this pen is that this is a medium point, but I like the richness of it and the comfort of it because it has a grip and it has the four colors. Since I'm a college student, I use these a lot and I work in nursing. I like having something that's reliable. So between the Bic and the Uni, they are pretty much reliable, right? And Bic also has these cheap ones. I know some people are disdain to using these, but these write pretty good, nice and rich. And as a medium point, there's also versions of this Bic. You could get it in a fine point as well, and you can also get it in a grip. Or me personally, I'm not really into these, but I use these as an emergency. You could get the retractable ones, the one with the clicker button, and it's just as fine. They are very reliable, and the ink lasts long. So let's get to this other type of brand. This other type of pen looks similar to the Bic. It looks like a counterfeit Bic, right? This is called Trailmaker. This is like an emergency pen. Once again, the cap, you can lose it. That's the only issue when you put it in your pocket. Then the ink smears all over your pocket. That's the downfall about it. But for an emergency, these are good. It has a fine, rich ink. Black, you can get in black or blue. It's a cheap pen, Trailmaker, but it writes really nice. I'm gonna give you previews of it. This is pen number three. I'm also gonna let you know, which I don't have the pen here, is the Pilot Precise. Is a good one. The point five, the point five, the 0.7, but the 1.0 it just smears too much for me. It's just too much of a thick ink that when you're writing, it smears off the paper. Even though I'm a right hand writer, for left handers it's not really good per se. But also there's these type of pens that are the pharmaceutical. My dad usually steals these from my sibling. He's a doctor, so they usually get these pharmaceutical pens. It's a pretty tough body. The cool thing about these is that you can use refills. You can use like Parker refills or any type of refills that you want in these pens. Hey, I got this free. I didn't took it. It was my sibling. So these are good too. These are other pharmaceutical pens that I've used for emergency. Cialis. It uses the Parker refills as well. These ones. Viagra. Hey. No Diddy. But yeah. So these are the pens I trust, and also as I said, the Bic are great pens. Medium point or fine point. You can get them with a grip, or you can get them with the clicker. Also, the Uniball Micro and the Univol Visions are good in the grip, and the Pilot Precise 0.5, 0.7. You could get also the Pilot G2, which is another great pen. I'm going to show you previews of how the Bic color writes. Look how shiny that ink is. I'm not quite sure if you could see it well. These are the notes that I take for my classes. As we see, the ink looks pretty shiny. See? This is why I like using the Bic. This is the Bic 4 color. And I'm going to give you a preview also of the Trailmaker pen. This is the black ink. This is the cheap Trailmaker pen. Look how shiny that is. See? And let me show you also the Bic. The Bic medium point. Let me just find the precise. See? Look how shiny that is. Every office has it. I'm sure you used it once. And if you don't like it with the cap, you can always get the retractable point. Look how shiny that is. See? And let me show you also the Bic grip fine point. Look how fine that writes. See, with the blue. You see. Alright, let me see if I can actually find you the Uniball. If I can find it here. If I do have like a... This is the Uniball. I'm not quite sure if you could see it well. It's shiny, but it's thin. This is the 0.7 right here, see? Uniball. And it does not smear. This is the 0.5 Uniball in black. It does not smear. See? These are all links and notes. Thanks, guys.